a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Get ready for your host with more.
Get ready for your host with more.
Mr. Brian Brown.
Mr. Brian Brown.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Que la roja pichuela y guandule no viene ligado igualito que yuca. Ese pelo que tiene tan lindo, no venga a pensar que eso es una peluca. Tiene cotorra perico, yo tengo cotorra, tú tienes la cuca. Está claro en el ring, en el piso yo quiero.
No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de...
Hey, what's up, guys? How's everyone doing on this fantastic Monday? Let's see if we're all lined up here. Looks like we are. How's everyone doing? Oh, good morning. Oh, man, there's a whole freaking mess of people in here. Howdy ho, neighbors. Good morning, good morning. How you feeling, Chantel? How you feeling? We had a scare. One of our community members got rushed to the ER over the weekend. Thoughts and prayers war with you. Hopefully you're feeling better, Chantel. Oh man, scary stuff, guys. So still thoughts and prayers go out to her. Good morning, Chantel. First one in here. Speak of the devil. Matt Workman, no one outworks the workman. Tim W, how you doing, buddy? We got Granny's Growing Ganja. Good morning, Teresa Deller. Rosie Key, good morning. Chris Zucchini, hey, he woke up for us. Not Chris Zucchini. We got Honey Nut Heroine. Good morning. Hey, Honey Nut, hit me up here. I'll message you later on early this afternoon, and we'll meet up for your prizes. What else we got? Mr. Crispers, big winner from Friday. How you doing, Mr. Crispers? We got Carolyn in the house. Good morning, Kara. Good morning. Day off today? Or are you working? We got Nova Mike. Howdy ho, neighbors. Oh, we got Baker. We got everyone up in here this morning. All the usual suspects. Lonnie's on vacation doing a little road trip, so we don't see him up in here. But all the usual suspects, man, I want to give a shout out to everyone this morning. How was your weekend? Mine was pretty good. Getting ready to head out for my trip. So it was all like tightening things up. Yo, working now. Nice. Tightening everything up, packing, getting the house together. I got a drippy faucet, so I'm trying to get the drippy faucet to not drip while I'm gone. You guys know. Oh, hey, man, I appreciate that, Mr. Crispers. That's awesome. You guys see that? Said he was the big winner Friday, but he feels like the big winner. He joins us every day. I was going to word that weird. So that's why I was like, we're the winners because he joins us, guys, which is true. Good morning. Oh, man. A little tired this morning. A lot of crazy stuff going on in the world, man. I thought, thought we should tackle it, man. We don't really talk a lot of current events, a lot of politics, but man, a lot of news headlines that are just crazy the last couple days. What do we got? You got the whole Russia thing. Who saw that coming? Don't know if you guys familiar, if you guys been watching the news. A lot of us don't. I try not to. Who cares? No, I try not to, but too much. But current events, that kind of stuff, I like to stay informed on. And boy, the militia, Putin, was hiring these militias because his army was getting their butts kicked. And then the militias decided to turn on him. And Putin, boom, booked it out of Moscow. So is there going to be a power overthrow? Is there going to be, man, I don't know. A lot of weird stuff going on out there. And then the sub. What about the submarine that went for and this is going to be horrible, guys. I did not know about the submarine until I saw a Spirit Halloween meme saying that they were going to move into the sub. But that thing is crazy. Just some billionaire decides he's going to go see the Titanic and take his friends, and they jump into, I only watch naked news. You know what? That's the best way to watch it. Are you naked or are they naked? Or both? Good morning, back to retro. Good morning. What was knocking down there? Oh man, yeah. That I couldn't even imagine, man. That would be one of the worst ways to die, to be imploded. No, I guess it would be imploded, not exploded. 'Cause it's the opposite. So instead of exploding out, it's like you're in a big tin can and a giant went pretty much. Whoa. I mean, yeah, that's really it, man. The pressures of the ocean ain't nothing to fool around with. Oh man, we'll get into all that in a little bit, guys. No, we got a heck of a show planned. We got today in history. We're gonna BS a bunch. Hey, I wanted to share my experience. I had a good experience with Hello Fresh. Hello Fresh. That's right. If you guys, Romeo and Juliet review is in over at Back to Retro. Check that out. That's a great movie. Was that Claire Danes, right? Who was the male lead in that? Leonardo? Was that Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes? Oh man, what a hell of a cast in that! And I believe John Leguizamo is in that. Is that the one we're talking about? Back to Retro. That's a good review. Excellent. That's yeah. She doesn't care about my car. Remember that Hey Leonardo song? I have that on my iTunes. I bought it a long time ago, and when I I have 3 songs that are on my iTunes that I have purchased, and so when I get in my car, those are the 3 that just play automatically, and Hey Leonardo is one of them. Oh man, yeah, it's a great movie, man. It's a great movie. It's one of those ones if you want to be educated, man. That's like a movie. You watch it, it has modern day stars, it has modern day stuff, but they kept it real, man. Um, they kept it true to the story. That's yeah. If you want to know Romeo and Juliet, and you don't want to sit through Thou Arc, that old school stuff, that's the way to watch it, man. And then you can go tell that girl or guy you're talking to, husband, wife, whoever, and be like, hey, let me tell you about Romeo and Juliet. I'm a Shakespeare expert. Oh, great movie though, man. Yeah, then Hey Leonardo. I have that playing on my car daily just because it pops up. She don't care about my car. She don't care about my money, which is good because I don't got a lot to spend. Yeah. Oh man, nothing like waking up with Brian's singing talking. I had a good experience, guys. I jumped on the Hello Fresh train, and is that the one with all the guns? Yes, yes. If you think it's a good movie, then our review differ. It's an okay movie. I'm gonna give you that. I think the language, I think the way they chose to, I wouldn't have kept it old school. I would have kept it with the theme, but I wouldn't have. If my brain is familiar, they used the language right. They kept it with the original text or original script of Romeo and Juliet, which I think lost a lot of people. Um, I think if they would have modernized the script, well, I mean, they modernized everything else, so why not modernize the wording a little bit? It would have went a lot better. Movies do that a lot, where they take a certain um, story, whether it be like a Romeo and Juliet, the Wizard of Oz, those type of things, and they basically, hey, good morning, Merlin, good morning, and they basically he'll know this, and they basically plug their story into this existing template. So take the Wizard of Oz. You got what, 5? Is it 5 of them? 5 of them going on a journey. Quit while you're ahead. um, Yeah, Stizzy's all over the place, man. Yeah, so there were 5 main characters, and they're going on a journey. Think of how many other movies grabs 5 characters who are all going through interpersonal journeys, and then kind of squeezes them into one. Um, I found Romeo and Juliet to be top 10, Mr. Crispers. Wow. No, I like it. Other than like I said, I think especially in the '90s, people weren't really buying. Was this a flop? I think Romeo and Juliet probably was a flop. You had what, Claire Danes? You had like all the people at the time, Leonardo DiCaprio, who's still a major star. Claire Danes still a major star. Yeah, not bad. I don't know. I don't know. We got to keep it honest. If he didn't like it, he didn't like it. I thought it was okay. I wouldn't watch it again. So, Tin Man is my favorite Wizard of Oz. I'm gonna miss you the most, Scarecrow. The Tin Man. You know what that Tin Man is that reminds me of a Christmas story. I like the Tin Man. Remember that when he's standing in line? John, I owe you an email. I gotta get you. I was looking through my emails last night. I owe you an email, sir. I will get that to you today. Sorry, but Romeo and Juliet sucked. Hey, you're not killing me. I give a shit. Don't think you're saving my feelings, guys. I didn't make the movie. I had nothing to do with it. I just thought it was a good concept. I thought, oh, well, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. All right, guys, let's get into this. Day in history. Romeo and Juliet sucked. Today in history. Oh, man. All right. Today in history, guys, let me take a drink of this swell before we get into this. Hang on. Give me a second, guys. All right, today in history, we got some birthdays. We got a young birthday, guys. Born in 1993, the woman who likes to lick donuts and say she hates America. That's right, Ariana Grande was born today, guys. 1980, pit bull abuser Michael Vick, an American football player, was born, much to the dismay of many, many dogs and dog lovers as well. 74, Derek Jeter, baseball phenomenon, was born, guys. Yankee captain. 1970, Paul Thomas Anderson, American screenwriter and director, was born. Paul Anderson, nice. And then Salvador Allende, president of Chile, was born in 1908. And we don't forget good old Babe Dickerson Zaharis, American athlete. This young lady was born June 22nd, 1911 in Port Arthur, Texas. I believe she is a golfer. That's what it shows here. The opening of CN Tower, which opened to the public on this day in 1976 at 1,815 feet, 533 meters, the world's tallest freestanding structure, until being surpassed in 2007 by the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. So it's like a watchtower. A big, like, kind of like, looks like the Space Needle a little bit. All right, guys, in events on this day in 2015, Obergefell versus Hodges, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that the state bans on same-sex marriages were unconstitutional. Writing for the majority, Justice Anthony Kennedy stated, "No longer may this liberty be denied." Wow, so gay marriage was officially on the books in 2015 on this day, guys. Marry whoever the fuck you want. I don't care, man. We all got to go through divorces, so marry whoever you want to marry. Yeah, be happy. All right, guys. American politician Storm Thundermond. Sounds like a horrible name for a bad supervillain. Storm Thundermond, who was one of the longest serving senators in U.S. history and a prominent states' right and segregation advocate, died at age 100. Hopefully he got out of the Senate 40 years before. 1997, J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, also called Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, was published in London. Wow, that's big. 97. It seems like that should be so much older than it is. 1979, after almost 20 years of professional fights, heavyweight champion Muhammad Ali announces his retirement. 1977, Elvis Presley performed in public for the last time. Ooh, it's kind of eerie. In 1974, Derek Jeter was born. We covered that. 1963, during the Cold War, U.S. President John F. Kennedy delivered his infamous Ichiban Air Berlin speech in West Berlin. American writer Shirley Jackson, best known work, the short story, The Lottery, was first published in The New Yorker. It's a tale about a powerful allegory of barbarianism and social sacrifice. The Charter of the United Nations was signed in San Francisco in 1945. 1904, American motion picture actor Peter Lorre, who first achieved international fame as psychotic child murderer in the German classic film M, 1931, directed by Fritz Lang, was born in Rosebeer, Hungary. U.S. Army officer Abner Doubleday. That's a hell of a name. Abner Doubleday once thought the inventor of the baseball. In 1907, finding out later it was discredited evidence of baseball's connection with the older English game Rounders was born. Huh. So this dude said he came up with baseball, but it was actually a game called Rounders? I never knew that. I never knew that. I'm going to have to look this up now. We're going to have to look up this Rounders game. English Rounders. See, I need an Alexa in here as a co-host. English Rounders baseball origins. If I spell origins, might get something else popping up. Rounders. Rounder is a bat. Okay. Rounder is a bat in a ball game between two teams. Rounder is a striking and field team game. Involves hitting a small, hard leather case ball with wooden, plastic, or metal. The name baseball was superseded by the name rounders in England. So basically, England, God, we're the worst. We are the worst. Americans are the worst. So not only did we take their game soccer that they love so much, football, and we take it and we change the name. But no, not only do we do that, I'm in full support of gay marriage. They deserve the right to suffer too. You know what? Say what? Hulk Hogan has said some horrible, horrible things in his day. Hulk Hogan has been caught doing some horrible, horrible things in his day. But one of the funniest and the best things I think he's ever said was on that Hogan's Knows Best. And it was his daughter's friend who was gay. And he was like, "Hey, Hulk, what do you think of gay marriage?" And Hulk just looked up and said, "Brother, I don't believe anyone should get married." He was going through his divorce, and I just started laughing my ass off. Oh man. So, that's cool. We got gay marriage. Great thing. Great thing. But we're horrible. We're horrible, this country. So, okay, we're gonna take soccer, football, and we're gonna change it into our own name. We're gonna call it soccer. But not only are we gonna do that, we're gonna take your name, football, and we're gonna make our own sport and call it that. Oh, you like the metric system? No, son. We're going to create something called pounds that no one else in the world understands. Oh, and not only that, we're going to take your Rounders game and we're going to steal it and call it America's pastime. Like, oh my man, we're the worst. We're the worst. Or the best, I guess, if you rewrite your own history. One of the best. I know I love America, guys. I'm not bashing on America. We're just crazy. We're just crazy. But hey, it's all in good fun, right? It's all in good faith, man. So Rounders, that's how baseball got started. Imagine that. Never even saw that one coming. All right, guys, let's get into this here. Let me see what crazy top headlines. What else has been going out there this week? You got the Russia thing that I didn't see coming at all, man. Let me see. AP. Oh, another thing. Yeah, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. What about these orcas that are America? Headed to Kingman, but I'm still listening. Hey, drive safe up that hill, Tim. Drive safe. Yeah, let's talk about this, man. Climate's changing, guys. We're getting a little warmer, we're getting a little colder. I don't know what we're doing. We live in a place. I live in a place. Most of us who watch the show, a lot of you guys live. I should stop saying that because we're all over the place now. We're not just local. We're national, baby. Um, but yeah, Florida. A lot of you Florida guys might have heard about this. These orcas are doing organized attacks on boats. What do you guys know about this? Temperatures changing normally. Normally where we're at, we're like 110, 115 degrees right now about this time of year. We barely broke 100. We've barely broken 100. But then I hear Texas. You might be able to clear this up back to retro. Um, what was I going to say? You guys are having a heat wave right now, right? In Texas, isn't like, which blows my mind that there's heat waves going on, but in the hottest place in America, we're like just chilling down here. Yeah, things are changing, man. Temperatures. Yeah, the animals are getting. We've been hitting 105 on the regular, and we're not even barely hitting 105 some days. Crazy, man. Gonna be really interesting to see. But orcas have started organizing attacks on boats, sailboats in particular. Um, there's been a lot of videos about this, and let me share the screen with you guys here. We'll get into some of these headlines, but yeah, this weekend, man, there was more. There was more. Let me click on this. Click on this. That should be a buffer song that we need. Click on this. Click on this. That's going to be a new segment. How the hell do I get out of here? I'm declining. AP Sports. Okay. Here we go, guys. Maximize. Boom. All right. Orcas disrupt boat race near Spain in the latest display of dangerous, puzzling behavior. Yeah, look at that. A pod of killer whales bumped one of the boats in an endurance sailing race as it approached the Strait of Gibraltar. The latest encounter was researchers are saying is a growing trend and sometimes aggressive interactions with the Iberian orcas. The 15-minute run-in with at least 3 of the giant mammals forced the crew competing in the M&Ms, forced the crew competing in the ocean race on the Thursday to drop its sails and to raise a clatter in an attempt to scare off the approaching orcas. No one was injured, but Team Jajo skipper Jeremy Van Beek, that sounds like a freaking sailboat guy's name, Jelmer Van Beek, said in a video posted on the Ocean Race website that it was a scary moment. 20 minutes ago, we got hit by some orcas, he said in the video. 3 orcas came straight at us, hitting the rudders. Impressive to see the orcas, beautiful animals, but also dangerous moment for us as a team. Yeah, sailboat too, man. They're not like super structured. The Jajo was approaching the mouth of the Mediterranean Sea on a leg from the Netherlands to Italy when at least 3 orcas approached the class sloop. Video taken by the crew showed one of the killer whales appeared to be nuzzling the rudder, and the others showed one of them running its nose into the hull. So yeah, so this is the picture of them nuzzling the rudder. Look at this. Dude, these things are like, man, times are changing, guys. Times are a changing. I'm going to tell you that right now. I would not be surprised to see like bears. I mean, man, you're gonna start seeing a lot more bears attacks. I think. Already you're seeing it. Um, you know, you know what? I gotta read this one for you guys. Um, but yeah, I think you're gonna see bear attacks. Great white sharks. I just watched whales tired of being hunted and they're fighting back, which is crazy if you think about it. Um, Cocaine bear. Yes, the whales are almost gone, so they got to eat. Yeah. I was just watching a documentary about the current state of great white sharks, and they're saying that there are so many great white sharks right now that it's reminiscent of the 60s and the 70s before we really had a big hand in the water. Yeah, they're saying there's just massive populations of great whites. But on that same note, they're showing up places you've never seen them show up before. Atlantic Ocean, different things. It's like a real like Jaws moment. Sometimes you're seeing these sharks show up where they don't belong, and man, it's going to be crazy. You're seeing the orcas, you're seeing the great whites, you're seeing the bears. Pretty soon, man, like I don't know if it's maybe they're sensing something with the energy of the earth that we're not in tune with or what it may be, but yeah, animals are not happy, and I don't see it getting any better, man. I see times are changing. I don't know how, but definitely crazy stuff. All right, let's get into this one, guys. A group promoting plant-based eating wants a new name for the Mac and Bacon baseball team. The Mac and Bacons, a doctors group that promotes plant-based eating and animal rights, is making a fuss over the Mac and Bacon baseball team. The Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine has sent a letter urging, that always works when you send a letter, urging the Georgia Summer Collegiate team to change its name. The group has also sponsored a billboard imploring Macon fans to keep the bacon off your plate. Bacon's delicious. I'm sorry, but bacon is delicious. Mac and bacon, glorification of bacon, a processed meat that raises the risk of colorectal cancer and other disease, sends a wrong message to fans. The bacon had its first season at the Colosso Plains League in 2018. Um, Let me see. The team's mascot, Kevin, won over Footloose actor Kevin Bacon, who once wore a Macon Bacon hat in an Instagram post. And it's not just the name. The ballpark concession menu includes bacon wrapped bacon, steak cut bacon, bacon loaded cheese fries, and bacon chips. They love their bacon, the Mac and Bacon. I do not believe they will change their name if they got that much invested. I love minor league baseball, man. Lean green flying machines take wins in Paris. Let's see what else we got. Auto shop owner who paid worker 91,000 oily pennies. Oh, dang. So I've told this story on here before. Look at this criminal. I've told this story on here before about when I worked for a beer distributor. We won't say what beer distributor because it's not one that I wish to advertise anymore. They're in a bit of trouble right now. I worked for a beer distributor many years ago, long before this controversy, and the guy who owned the distributorship, Jack was his name. I'm also French Canadian. I don't like Canadian bacon. I'm French. My grandma was full French Canadian. Oh, the French Canadians. Grandfather. Yeah, my grandma was super. Man, I'm part French Canadian, so I can say, man, they're assholes. French Canadians, or no, that man, French Canadians. That's a crazy place. Crazy place. Um, yeah, we'll get into French Canadians some other time. Does the Daily Dink have social media? The website still has it as Wix. I thought. I'll have to look. I host through Wix. Oh, maybe I didn't update it. Yeah, we do. I'll update it and send it all to you. Maybe on that thing I didn't correct it. Maybe that's my fault. um, yeah, sometimes those little things get through. Um, so I worked for a bud manufacturer. So that's why you like Kevin Owens. You know what? When I had a beard, I'm gonna have to show you, and I was a little heavier. My kids said I was Kevin Owens. I got a little bald spot. I wore my hair spiky. I had the beard. I was about 30, 40 pounds heavier. I looked a lot like Kevin Owens. Good looking guy. And Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, another French Canadian. Another French Canadian. Um, let's see what we got here, guys. Oh, so when I worked for Budweiser, oh, for a beer company, um, the guy who owned it, Jack, he passed away since. Um, one of these old Marine guys, the good old boy, like good guy, old school, and someone pissed him off. And he owed them money. I forget what it was, electric bill, whatever it may have been. And he went and there was an ice house in Blythe, California, which where we worked out of at the time. And I believe it was like he owed him $500 or something. So he goes and I could go for some homemade Canadian yellow spit pea soup and their back bacon. What about some Tim Hortons? We need some Tim Hortons. Um, and so he got like whatever the $500 in pennies, and he took it down to the ice house, and he had them freeze it in a block of ice. And then the next day he went and he slid it into the business and called them sons of bitches. And here's your money, you sons of bitches. And yeah, they weren't none too happy. But in this same case, guys, in a different case, same kind of feel here. Auto shop owner who paid worker 91,500 oily pennies ordered to pay nearly 40,000 more. The owner of an auto repair shop who paid a former employee in 91,500 oily pennies has been ordered by a judge to pay nearly 4 million more cents. A federal judge ruled that Mills Walker, who owns A. Walker Auto Works in Peachtree, Georgia. Oh, I thought this would be in a different country. Owes nearly 40,000 to 9 workers for unpaid overtime and damages. Attorney for Walkers agreed to the payment settled in a civil lawsuit brought by the U.S. Labor Department that accused Walker of retaliating against former employees Andrew Flatten in 2021. After Flatten fled after after Flatten I'll get it out, folks. I'll get it out. After Flatten filed a complaint with the agency saying Walker owed him a final $915 paycheck, the employer dumped that amount in oil-covered pennies in Flatten driveway. The mountain of loose change came with a pay stub signed with an explicitive. So this dude went and got oily pennies, dropped them off, $915 worth of pennies, dropped them off in his driveway, oil, and even gave the guy a receipt. That's hilarious. The Labor Department said further investigation found that Walker's business had violated overtime provisions of the Federal Fair Standards and Labor Act. The judge on June 16th signed a consent order in which Walker agreed to pay nearly $8,700 more to Flatten in owed overtime and damages. 8 other workers received the amounts between $14,000 and $500. Wow. The court has sent a clear message to employers. Yeah, man, pay people overtime. That's ridiculous. But don't be a dick about it and put it in oil. I thought it was going to be something different. You know what I mean? I thought maybe someone owed him, or I don't know, like not just even being a dick, not wanting to pay overtime. All right, what else we got on here, guys? We got Velociraptor statue heist ends in 3 arrests in South Dakota. Oh, we need that. We need this in our lives. We definitely need this in our lives, guys. All right. Obviously, in South Dakota, Velociraptor heist. Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Police have hunted down a velociraptor that was stolen outside the South Dakota Arts and Science Center. Sioux Falls Police Sergeant Aaron Benson, our good old buddy Aaron Benson, said that Friday that security officers spotted 3 people carrying a statue away from the Western Pavilion or the Washington Pavilion and called the police just after midnight. Surveillance video then helped the officer track the statue to a nearby apartment, the Argus leader reports. When opening the door, detectives could clearly see the velociraptor was sitting right inside, Benson said. Police detained 3 suspects in charge with grand theft. Benson said one was 18, one was 19, and the third was a juvenile. Fortunately, the statue was not damaged, the director of education said. The statue and many other dinosaur representations are part of the Dinos in the Wild exhibit. So you got a college prank here, guys. You got 3 kids wanting to steal a velociraptor. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Demolition crew saved abandoned litter of baby raccoons. You know what? We need a feel-good moment, guys. It's Monday. It's Monday. We need a feel-good moment. And that's what this is. All right. Demolition crew saves abandoned litter of baby raccoons in Utah. An abandoned litter of raccoons discovered in a construction site in northern Utah found new homes earlier this week after a construction crew uncovered animals below the remnants of a demolished home. A big-hearted foreman for the demolition crew working on Morgan Valley Drive came to the fire station asking for help. The Morgan County Fire Department loves M&Ms, obviously. Said in the statement on Wednesday after his crew knocked the abandoned home over, they heard chirping in the rubble. 8 baby raccoons appeared to have no mother. Firefighters cared for them until someone with permits to raise raccoons offered to adopt them. Utah requires permits to home native species like raccoons, coyotes, which frequently roam wild. So that's cool, man. Knocking down a house. Here's some baby raccoons. Mama took off on them. And yeah, that's a good feel-good story. Drug syndicate hide meth in Canadian maple syrup. Hey, we were just talking French Canadians. Let's see what we got here, guys. Who knew that like Toronto was like a mob capital of the world, man? Some of these little Canadian towns, man, they got some mafia growing up in there. Big time, Richie, big time. All right, guys. So in New Zealand, drug syndicate hide meth in Canadian maple syrup. In Wellington, New Zealand, a drug syndicate that tried to smuggle tons of methamphetamines from Canada to Australia and New Zealand by hiding it in shipments of maple syrup and canola oil has had its ruse busted, authorities said on Thursday. Authorities from 3 nations said they worked together for more than 5 months to unravel the elaborate scheme that was worth billions of dollars. I think Walter White is behind this, guys. Authorities in New Zealand and Australia say that they may have made dozens of arrests and expecting more to come, while Canadian authorities say they're still investigating the case and aren't providing any details yet. Australian police said that they intercepted 4 separate hauls of meth weighing more than 6 tons. Holy crap, that's a lot of meth. And filled with filed charges against 6 men. They said in January, Canadian authorities alerted them to 2,900 liters. That's 766 gallons for us Americans of liquid meth. Liquid meth that had been hidden in 180 bottles of canola oil and bound for us. What is liquid meth? Out of the game too long, guys. Oh, they got liquid meth now. What the hell? You stay sober for 35 years, and all of a sudden there's a new game in town. They said authorities swapped out the meth for harmless substances. and allowed the shipping to continue. The Australian police said that 2 men moved what they believed were drugs to storage locations around the city of Melbourne. 2 more shipments came in May and June, and the syndicate was also linked to a December shipment. Wow. That's a lot of meth, man. I'm going to have to look this up. What is this liquid meth? Off to the gardens. Hey, have a good day there, Mike Means. I just picture Game of Thrones where he just takes off his silk robe and he just strolls like the king strolls his garden. What do you think? A ton of TV is funded in Toronto. That's how they got their contract. Yeah, I'm not surprised, man. Toronto is freaking crazy. Liquid meth is meth that has been dissolved in water. People abuse liquid meth by injecting it, drinking it, and inserting it radically. Wow. Rectally. I was saying radically. Back in my days, you just smoke it. You just snort it. If you wanted to get real fancy, you would light a glass and then you would snort it and you'd blow out smoke. Wow. You know what? I can see that. I can see if you're a criminal and you're a smuggler, the benefit in liquid meth because you could put it in your maple syrup Canadians. That kind of stuff. Yeah, I definitely could see that, man. Wow. Boy, they're getting smart out there. They're getting really smart. Let's see. We got time for a couple more here, guys. Let's see. We got Illinois man charged after telling police he shot himself in the leg during dream about home intruder. You know what? We got to, yeah. That's right up our alley. If we don't read this, then so you so old you pulled out back in the day. Oh, yeah, that's how old I am. That's fact. That is a fact. Oh, back to retro. Illinois man charged after telling police he shot himself in the leg of a dream about home intruder. Of course, this is Chicago. A suburban Chicago man is facing firearm charges after he told officers he accidentally shot himself in the leg while dreaming that a home intruder was breaking into his home. The Lake Barrett man was charged about 2 months after Lake County Sheriff deputies called to his home and on a report of a person with a gunshot wound. Deputies found the 62-year-old man with a gunshot wound of his leg, applied a tourniquet to the limb because he was losing significant amount of blood before being hospitalized. The man told investigators he had a dream someone was breaking into his home, and during the dream he retrieved his .357 Magnum revolver and shot who he believed was the intruder. When fired, he shot himself and apparently woke up from the dream, police said on Tuesday. Investigators determined there was no burglary attempt in the man's home in the northwest Chicago suburb, but they did find his state firearms owner identification card had been revoked and he was still in possession of the firearm. A warrant was issued June 9th on the man. Oh my God. Chicago, what are you doing? What are you doing, Chicago? Come on, man. You got the murder capital of the world. I don't know the world, of the United States. And you're going to give a guy a ticket for freaking having a gun. Come on, man. Arrest some of the people killing each other. Oh, my God. At least he didn't shoot the dog. Oh, man. Oh, man. No, but you can insert it. Oh, that's freaking crazy. Oh, man. All right, let's do one more, guys, before we bounce out of here. See what we got here. Illinois man charged. Let's see. California man convicted of a illegally mosaic. Let's see. High art becomes body art. Visitors to Amsterdam. No ifs, ands, or buts. Protester drops pants to protest. You know what? We need to look at this one. This is the one. This is the grand finale, guys. 28-year-old woman accused of posing as Louisiana high school student. Why? A 28-year-old woman who enrolled at Louisiana high school, that's easy for me to say, posed as a 17-year-old student to learn English and has been arrested along with her mother, authorities said. Martha Jensa Gutierrez Serrano and her mother of a similar name, uh, both of uh, both of Bodie, I don't know, were arrested Tuesday at the St. Charles Parish Police Office, said in a news release. Each were charged with one count of injuring public records. Serrano used a fake passport and birth certificate from Honduras to register and enroll her daughter in the high school. Um, at a news conference, the sheriff said she wanted to learn English and wanted to become proficient in the English language. So she enrolled in high school. Kind of makes sense. There was no nefarious reason behind it, he said, adding the falsity of the government documents to do this was just bad judgment. Okay, I won't get into it. 4 days after the school year ended, an internal investigation began, and they found out that she was actually 27. Um, yeah, not as good as I thought. Man, anyway, we won't get into it. We won't get into it. I have opinions on illegal immigration and identity theft, but we won't get into it. Mexican diver Diego Balaza opens an OnlyFans page to pay for his Olympic training. Oh, you know what? But this is a better story. No more rides to hell on bus 666 in Poland. What? What is this? Warsaw, Poland. There will be no more going to hell on bus 666. The bus in the town of Hell on Poland's Baltic coast has long popular with tourists, but some Christian conservatives have protested the number signifying the devil on the bus, leading to a place that sounds like the word hell in English. The local bus operator PAKS Ginda announced this week that bus 666 will no longer run to hell. It said it had flipped the numbers of the last number and now would run the line 669 starting on June 24th. Is it me or does that sound like a sequel to a horrible movie? Bus 666 going straight to hell. They defeated Bus 666 going straight to hell, but they did not expect Bus 669. That's right. That would be the movie trailer, guys. Local media said the bus company acted under the pressure of Christian groups who had pushed for the change, but they're already thinking um, but they're already thinking of returning the old number amid public outcry over the change. Local news said that the line operated under the 666 since 2006 as a local joke before attracting riders from across Poland and beyond. Some people rode the bus simply to say they had taken bus 666 to hell. That's a YouTube video right there, man. Let's pack up and go to Poland. Yeah, so basically, Christian conservatives don't want you riding the bus to hell, guys. But hell yeah, man. Let's see. Oh man, bus 669 sounds like a Pornhub parody. I'm on the highway to hell. That bus better freak. You know what? Oh my God, if that bus didn't play that song only, that's if I ever get there. Did it go on a highway? I don't know. What did it say? It went to a town, the town of Hell. So it doesn't say, it doesn't say if it's a highway or not. I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it a highway. Like the fact that we're on the highway. Whoa, what happened? Oh, I go dark. Oh, there we go. Thought I went dark for a minute. All right. cancel. You guys hear me okay? Oh, here we go. Maybe. I'm having technical issues. Not only do they not want us to talk about the highway to hell, they're trying to cut it. They don't want us riding on the highway to hell, guys. Now they're trying to cut us off of the highway to hell. What the heck, man? Oh, we are back, guys. Where's your secretary? Yep, flight 710, flight 710, flight 710. Hey. Oh man, I appreciate you guys so much. Giveaways, guys, giveaways. We got oh, oh. We're not done. We're not done by far, guys. Look at this. We are giving away. Everyone chip in and get Brian a real camera and a blue Yeti mic. I have a Yeti mic. It doesn't sound any better than this. That's why I don't use it. I like the headset. It works better. Yeah. And it wasn't the camera. Oh, now it is. Software back to retro. I'm thinking of getting rid of Restream. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. All right. You were having. There we go. Back on? Yeah, we're back on. All right, guys. So we got the giveaway. Yeah, I think it's Restream back to retro. I'm thinking about booting Restream, actually. I've been thinking about it for like the last couple of weeks. Anyway, let me do it one more time. I'm going to refresh this one more time, guys. Hang on. All right, there we go. Hey, Lonnie's back on right in time, guys. All right, so I'm going to share screen here. We got the giveaway. Yeah, see, it's Restream. Restream's giving me trouble. Huh. Wait. Yeah, it's Restream. It's not nothing to do on my end. All right, we might have to I can try resetting it one more time. I don't think it's going to work though. Damn it. Let me try resetting one more time. Is it not working? Connection's fine. There we go. Back. So entire screen. There we go. There we go, guys. There we go. All right. Wait for this to come up real quick. Yeah, Restream's having some problems. Man. Yeah, guys, I'm just gonna. Yeah, what the hell, man? Here we go. Yeah, it's running. I'm gonna have to. We'll do the 420 show, guys. My apologies. Yeah, it's webcam. It's not Twitter. It's restream, guys. So I am going to. I know. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to